Hey, what's up, my beautiful people? It's your boy Devo from Motivational, back with another day trading spy recap. Real quick, as always, I want to say thank you all for all likes, comments, subscribes. Thank you everyone for sticking with your journey. I love every single one of y'all, and let's get straight into it. Okay, so excuse me. So today's gonna be a quick one. I'm gonna go over my trades real quick. Another L day. Um, it's been a rough 2 weeks ever since that $426 winner on that Thursday, 2 weeks ago, Thursday. That Friday, we followed it up and ended up being negative 68 bucks. Not even by over leveraging, just by losing trade, losing another trade, and another trade we didn't take our profits. Remember, and then ended up coming up against us, stomping us out. Ever since then, it's just been losing and losing and losing and losing and losing and losing. Not all because my trades haven't worked out, but because of myself as well, messing up, hopping out of trades when I shouldn't, letting price stop me out when I shouldn't, and so it's been on me. It's been on me just losing trades. Again, been on me closing my trades early when I know I shouldn't have, and now we're just down big, like down a lot. Honestly, down a lot, and we know it's because of us. That's what trading is. It's all a you versus you game. If you blow your account, that's because of you. You know what I'm saying? The market is not making you over leverage and blow your whole account. If you're losing trades, the market's gonna do what it's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your strategy doesn't work, or maybe you're just on a losing streak, and you know, maybe you're just on a losing streak, but you keep that same strategy, and that's what I'm feeling like. I know my strategy works because even on the trades that I'm losing, even during this losing streak, my trades are winning. But I'm closing my trades because I'm being emotional, right? Just like this one right here. I had 3 trades today. The first one was a loss. I honestly don't remember where it was at. My second one was on the Qs. On the Qs, I actually got wicked out. Yeah, on both of them. So both of them, I got wicked out in my 5 minute. Cause remember, guys, I told you guys I stopped letting the 1 minute wick me out. I kind of want to see how momentum is and everything, and I want the 5 minute to actually close above and wick me out. I mean, close above and stop me out, because the 1 minute will close below, but the 5 minute will wick, and that's exactly what happened. What happened? We pumped all the way back up, so we had okay. So let's start. We had a high, low. We topped out, made an equal high. Wasn't my best trade. Um, just wasn't my best. Just wasn't my best trade at all. Right. We came up, came down. I got in at this pullback right here. I had my stop loss first right here, but I already lost the first trade. I've already been on a really negative week, and so I didn't want to lose much. So what did I do? I put my stop loss at the end of this wick, and I was still good. Why? Because it came down, wicked, and on the second one, I closed my trade. I closed my trade when it was coming down. Didn't follow my rules by letting the candle close. I assumed that it was gonna stop me out, and that's what you don't do in trading. You don't assume things are gonna happen, because that is emotional trading. That is gonna get you lost. So what did it do? Wicked. Risk to reward is 4-1. I wanted these equal highs up here, right? Because we have highs right there, but then we had equal highs up here, right? This was gonna be my TP2, but I felt like we were gonna pump and hit it like easy. But what did it do? Came up, just hit TP1, and that could have been a winner. That could have been a winner of a trade, and nope, we got out. Why? Because emotional trading. Because again, didn't stop us out, wicked us out, and we know we don't get wicked out. We let candle close below, and that was a loser of a trade. What did I do? All right, I went to my SPY. I was seeing what SPY was doing. What did we do? We ran all the way up, created new highs, came down, touched this fair value gap. I was seeing how it was going to react off of this fair value gap right here, right? It was struggling. So what did I do? I hopped in right around this wick right here, this candle right here, which again, it's just, it would have played out, right? My trade would have worked, but there's no fair value gap. There's no 5 minute gap. There's no 1 minute fair value gap. Maybe there might be actually a 1 minute gap. There might actually be a 1 minute gap somewhere. I believe I got in right around here. Again, nothing right there. There's nothing right there, but seeing it create a actually mitigation, create a mitigation formation. There was nothing there though. We used that 5 minute gap, and that's what I was looking at. I was like, okay, that's a 5 minute gap, but there's nothing in that 1 minute, right? So we pumped up when we started to break down. I think I got in right around right here. I put my stop, honestly, at like random. I put my stop random, and that's emotional trading. What did it do? I had my stop right there because why? Because I didn't want to lose much. And honestly, my stop should have been right there, right? Because this is the wick that touched this mitigation gap, right? Because we have a high, now we have a low, now we have an equal high, now we have a low. So this is kind of like a mitigation formation. And this is where my stop loss really has to be up here. But this could have been also, if I wanted to save money, could have been a better stop loss. Why? Because this is where it wicked into this gap to create that formation, right? And again, just emotional trading, because what happened? Just emotional trading, because exactly what happened, which shouldn't have happened. I had my stop loss in the wrong place because emotional trading as well. Even if I had my stop loss in the wrong place, the 5 minute never closed and waked me out, and I got out during mid candle, got out, and what did it do? Flushed down, hit my TP. Why was I betting for the downside? Because we pumped up so hard, right? And not just that, stay with me. We pumped up hard, right? We created highs. Then we had a low. We created a mitigation formation because a high, a higher low, then a lower high. That is a mitigation formation. Now you have and then it would have been a lower low, right? So that's where I was seeing us come up, use this 5 minute fair value gap, but I seen nothing in the 1 minute. So when we started to pull back, I was like, it doesn't look like it has power. So I got in, put my stop loss randomly again. Would have paid off if I followed all the rules. And honestly, I should have had my stop loss widened if I really followed my rules. But again, I didn't want to lose money. I was emotional trading. And what did it do? Boom, came hit take profit. Again, why was I doing that? Because we had a mitigation formation forming, as well as, look at this run up. You see all of this. This is just a lot of trend. There's like no stairs. Again, if you guys seen that video, there's no launch pad. There's no stair where we put a launch pad and boost up. It's all just climbing the steps, just running up the steps, and then the steps get taken down, right? We take the escalator down from the stairs, right? And that was pretty easy. And honestly, what would have been a better entry is whenever we created that mitigation formation, when we seen us break this last higher low right here. I mean, I would have wanted a deeper pullback, but I could have gotten at this retracement right here, then wrote it down. That would have been even better. But shoulda, coulda, woulda. We're gonna bounce back better tomorrow, right? And so I don't remember my first trade. This was my second trade. My third trade was this one right here. All losers. My first one was 3 contracts, lost $54, and you could tell how tight my stop losses were by the lost amount, because on 3 contracts I'll usually lose about $100. On a wide one, it would be about 200, and then, as you know, on that one day, $400, right? On 91% of the contract, which I'm not gonna say I'm mad about it, but it's still like very frustrating on how does 91% of my contract go bad, or I lose 91% of my contract whenever my trade didn't play out to the closing bell, or it wasn't, I had a stop loss. It's not like it just went up like $5 against me, you know what I'm saying? So that is still a little aggravating, but whatever, and yeah, and yesterday we had a bad day. We had a loser day. Today, so the first trade we lost $54. Second trade we lost like 50 something bucks. The third trade we lost $34. So now we're down $144 on the day. Another L day. And we're down a lot for this week. I don't even want to tell you guys how much we're down because I don't even want to think about it. But we are down a lot this week. We were down a lot last week. And the thing is this week we were making it up. We start off Monday good. Tuesday we started off good. We were up $285 on the week. Then I took another trade on that Tuesday. Was a $400 winner. Again, it was that 91% loss on that contract, on those contracts, when it shouldn't have been. that now thinking of that, that is really making me mad because I was up $285 on the week, making that last week loss back. I took another trade that day, and somehow 91% of my contract goes back. When I had a stop loss, when it gets me like about $1 and I think it was like 20 cents, but that is not enough for 91% of your contracts to be, just erased. You know what I'm saying? And so that is frustrating. Think about that, but it's like, what can we do? It's very frustrating thinking about that, but what can we do? Because we started the week so good, up $285 just on the Monday and Tuesday morning. Then that Tuesday, later on that day, we threw it all away, and then the Wednesday, threw it all away. Thursday, threw it all away. So now we're heading to tomorrow, and what am I thinking? Tomorrow, let me erase all these levels. So I already showed you guys my trade. I'm gonna have to mark out these levels. I actually have my SPY levels marked out. I just marked them out before I hopped on camera. So tomorrow I wasn't gonna trade, but we do have some nice setups. We do have some nice setups for tomorrow. Why? Because we have these equal lows down here adding up, as well as if it takes these equal lows, it's going to be running for these. And so that is a very nice setup. And then you have this deep 5-minute fair value gap that we could get a reaction to the upside off of. So I wasn't going to trade tomorrow, but I'm going to be very patient. I am going to be very patient, very cautious, but I might end up getting a trade. I'm not planning on trading, but I can see a potential really good setup for me up to the downside to take out these lows, as well as to the upside. We have these highs lined up, right? Lined up, just lined up. And so we do have some nice levels marked, some nice price action on the SPY looking. But again, we might not be trading because we've had such a bad week this week, such a bad week last week. So we might just have to just calm it down and not trade tomorrow. That's what we might just do. But I'm not rolling it out, right? And I'm not the most disciplined. I'm not the most disciplined because honestly, I probably shouldn't be trading. But, I'll live and I learn. If I lose tomorrow, I'll be mad at myself. But, if I see a really good setup, I might have to take it with maybe just one contract. Maybe just one contract because I am down so much. Just go light, one contract did. And, the price action to me hasn't been the best these past 2 weeks, or maybe this week really hasn't really been the best. Like, look at this today. I was literally looking at this whole setup. We gapped up, but then what did we do? When we gapped up, we created a 5-minute fair value gap, right? I was looking at this in the morning, but I was hesitant on taking the trade because, again, I was trying to be patient, and being patient actually still lost trades. So I was trying to be patient. What do? We actually started right here. We shot all the way up, and I was like, nice, right? Because we created this candle right here, but that created a 5-minute fair value gap. What did we do? Came down, touched this 5-minute fair value gap, flew up about $1.40. But what was I looking at right there? I wanted a deeper retracement on this 5-minute fair value gap. That's what I was looking at, because I would have took the trade, but I wanted a deeper pullback on that 5-minute fair value gap. Because if we look at this 1 minute, right? Look at this 1 minute right here. It just barely tapped it, so if I get in up here, because we're not going to get it right at that wick, right? We got in like right here. Look at that wide stop loss that it has to be at the bottom of this order block. That is a wide stop loss from 634.10 down to 633.48. So, I mean, that's not too wide, actually. It's like 60 cents. But I wanted it just a little deeper. I wanted a little deeper pullback. Didn't get it, and it took off without us. And I was like, okay, that's cool. On the way up, when I started seeing this, I believe I took I honestly don't know what my first trade was, but I showed you the other two, okay? What economic data do we have coming out tomorrow? I don't know why everything looks so laggy. Sorry, my good people. That's me on next week? Okay, yeah, it's the 24th. I don't know why it has me all the way up here. Man, hey. We have our guest with us. Come here. Come here. Come here. we have our guest with us. Ew. We have our guest with us, guys. And this is who we might be needing for our trades because we know she's good luck. Right, meaning. So tomorrow, what do we have? Tomorrow we're gonna have initial. So today was Thursday actually. Sorry, my good people. So Friday we're gonna have durable good orders month on month, durable good orders, transport month on month, durable good orders, defense month on month. So I'm not sure how big this news is. I don't think it's really any too impacting for the markets, but we do have a little bit of economic data. We have no earnings tomorrow. Remember, guys, when I told you earnings we had on Wednesday, after market, and Tesla just tanked, right? Because we're up all the way up to 330 before earnings, ran all the way down to 310, and when the market opened, we came all the way down to 301 as the low. What are we doing? We are buying the dip for Tesla, okay? Because we see the future. So that is pretty much it. I don't want to run this on too long. Again, we might not be trading tomorrow, but we do have some nice levels marked out. We're down big on the week, down big last week. We have a lot to make up. Honestly. So we're just trying to be patient, trying to keep following the process, just trying to keep sticking to it because it is very frustrating, losing because this is not demo trading, this is not paper trading, this is not a prop firm. This is real money that we work for, right? Real money that I work for. I know a lot of people like to use prop firms or demo trade or paper trade. I'm using real money, and so when I lose and I go on a losing streak like this and I'm losing big and I lose 91% of my contracts when the contract only goes against me $1.20, that is annoying, right? But we're not complaining about it because we know we're gonna get it. We know we have what it takes, and we're gonna keep showing up day after day to get better every single day. All right. That's pretty much it. All right. I love every single one of y'all sticking with me journey. Remember, guys, stay persistent, passionate, and make sure you're paid. All right. Peace.